Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Railroads. Today's beverage is a very stimulating winter wonderland coffee. That's coffee with festive spices like almond, cinnamon, nutmeg, etc. So welcome back to Railroads. Previously we were doing another challenge on single player naturally, and it was on the Great Britain map 1829 to 1957, and it was the Stop Following Me challenge where we could only go to areas where the AI was. So that started off very difficult and obviously became less so as it progresses on, and I think we're going to flip that on its head. And I don't know what you would call this one, but we can only go to areas where the AI isn't, and that is permanent. So at the very beginning, it actually probably is going to be quite easy unless we start right next to someone and we'll go to areas that the AI isn't. As soon as they go to an area like a town, a city, any sort of supply or industry, basically we can't go there. Now that doesn't mean that we can't buy out industries, we can't buy out the AI or anything like that, but we have to basically expand very early on. And I think because of that, we've done it on the Great Britain map. We're going to do the same thing again and see how difficult that is. I actually do think this is going to be quite a difficult one because it's going to, well, yeah, it's probably going to go south as the game progresses on. Let me go ahead and give that a cheeky pause. And right, let's go. We're currently in Wrexham. I'm just going to go around and see where our opponents are. So we have George Stevenson, we have Jim Hill, and we have George Hudson. So luckily in Wales, it doesn't appear like there's any person around here. Liverpool is clear. We've got where's Manchester, that's also good. So maybe Nottingham's also clear as well. So hopefully a lot of our opponents are sort of at the east coast or down south. In fact, on the east coast we do have George Hudson. If we go past Ipswich and Chelmsford and London and over to Hastings, we do have George Stevenson. And then finally, in Salisbury, we have in Jim Hill. So basically, we actually are pretty clear from the get-go. So what I'll do is I'll probably rush quite south early on to get to these areas where we can exploit, obviously, the transport network, and then go from there, go like further north because there's no one really there. So that's the plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's just see. So we will unpause it here. I'm going to sell some stocks immediately, and this track is going to go. Well, it's going to go over to here. So this is over to Cheltenham. So there we are, and that'll be placed in there. And then we'll go from Cheltenham 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Actually, we'll do. Why that? I normally do 3, 2. And that'll probably be fine. 3, 2, and sorry, 3, 3, 2. You'd think I've never played this game before, and then that's now working. Okay, we'll do a bit of a double track as well to here, and then this will go up to Birmingham, just because it's very close, so we can do that. And then it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Close that, go to there, and then why clear? Don't clear. There we go. And then there's that one as well. We're going to have to then come further down to Bristol before the AI gets there. So let's go over to Bristol. I'm going to have to sell some stock over to Bristol. A little bit further actually to there. And then it's Bristol. And then it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then back and forward. And then there we are. So that's now Bristol. In Taunton, there is actually some supply over here, but not a huge amount. There's anything on the coast is our main thing. There's Poole, there's a hospital there. I don't think then there's much. Don't think there's much reason to go anywhere else. We do have a power plant, but the supply for the power is miles away. For this, as I said, we could bring the nitrates to Cardiff, over to here and then back over, and that's a full loop, but we don't really need to do that just yet. But what I will do, for the sake of making sure that our supply is good, is build up to Taunton. So that's now all okay. Right, I can sort of chill out a little bit now, sell a bit more stock, and yes, I am selling a lot of stock here, and I am aware, but it's just how it is. Over to Liverpool, and obviously mainly at the moment it's passengers and mail that we're transporting. So there, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and back and forward. There we go. And then it would be rude not to go over to Manchester, although that would mean selling the remainder of my shares. But let's just see how we get on. Obviously, like I said, this is going to be one of those challenges that we really need to set up our stall early, as it were, is the saying, and make sure everything's all right. So there's that going, and then I really want to get over to Nottingham, and it means I've got the entire sort of northern bit covered. Yeah, okay. I don't know whether to go over with the Birmingham train or not. I don't know which one will be the easiest. At the moment, it doesn't really matter because I've got absolutely no money, so I might as well max speed this out. Mayor of Peterborough solicits railway. Oh, by the way, I think I've also got a victory screen, yes. Connect Liverpool and Manchester with the world's first railroad. So we've done that already, so that's pretty good. In Manchester, there is a power plant and a stockyard. Power plant is going to be easy to connect up because there's coal in 2 areas. The stockyard, there is also a decent supply for that one, but I'm hoping that we can, calm down the expansion because, over here we've got George Hudson, and obviously they're not going very far. Down here, oh, there's the 222. In Salisbury, we have Jim Hill. And over here we have finally George Stevenson, so that's all right. Okay, so we have 500,000. It's probably going to be easier to go uphill. Actually, I'm going to go through over to Nottingham, and Nottingham has a supply of fish, or wants a supply of fish because it's got a fishery. It's a little bit far away, to be fair. There's a cannery. Right, and the nearest supply of fish is near Ipswich, so that isn't happening. Right, so there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then go there, and there we are. New speed record. So that's all working. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade a lot of these areas to terminals because you gain extra bonus money for. Passengers and mail revenue. So if that's basically all we're doing at the moment with passengers and mail is where our money is. Swift's refrigerator car patent. I don't anticipate on transporting perishables at this stage, so that's not something I'm going to bother with. How is Bristol doing? It's all right, and looks like Jim Hill's got it for a very good price of. I think that was only 70,000 generic units of currency. And how we're doing here, a little bit more money, and we should be all right. Another 10 grand and we'll be fine. Come on. Any second now. There we go. Right. So, we want... What do we want to do? I think anything industry-wise. There's a steel mill here. And... it's going to be all the way over there, but can't get over there now because that's been supplied by George Stevenson. Cannery, I can't do anything there. Lincoln, there's no point in going over there. Right, so I think basically it is a case of getting in the power plant, I think. Or do we go with the stockyard first? Well, I'll double track that to there. Then I will go over to the stockyard because the stockyard's got intermediary product. So that goes in there. We'll have another one that goes... this is going to be quite difficult, actually. It's going to have to go through the mountain to about here. And then there's obviously a stockyard over there as well, which is going to be another bit of track. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a nightmare to deal with, but we'll do what we can. So it's from there... all of the cattle, wait until full, go there, clear the car, come back. Similar thing for the coal. It's going to be there, max out on the coal, go there, clear and come back. And what I want to do then is I want to start buying out things like the power plant. So, power plant and indeed the stockyard. So looks like we're going to have a couple of people bidding on things. I do have 400,000, which is good, and we've just got that, which is excellent. We'll now get the stockyard, and I'm a bit worried about having to get over to this stockyard here. It's going to take a lot of tunnelling to go onto this track. Jim Hill's put a bid on that one. But then from Manchester, But we're going to probably double track down to Liverpool and come back and forward. Now, obviously, we're not being totally efficient here because we are just burning the coal, essentially. If we were to bring it down to here, we would be able to turn it into steel and then steel into well, you get steel, basically, and then you transport that, and then you can make, in this particular case, on this map, I believe it is munitions. Just realised that people are bidding on my stock, so I'm going to start to buy out more of mine, just because it's currently probably too cheap, and I definitely want this if I can get it. 150 for the Parsons steam patent. Yeah, it looks like we've got that. Okay, fine. So another track, and it's going to go over to here, like so. And once again, max out, wait until full, go there, clear, and that's back and forward. Right, that's fine. George Hudson rewarded. Peterborough. Ah, yep, there it is, being supplied. 422 Iron Duke, passenger loco. Let's just upgrade these to terminals. Certainly Manchester, because it's probably the biggest one at this stage. There we go. Is there anything else up here that I should be aware of? I can't see anything. Okay, fine. I think most of them have been upgraded, but I'm just going to double check. Obviously, we're going to do the whole Taunton run thing as well. It's got a power plant. Don't need to do anything there. Over here, there's a cannery. Don't need to do anything there. I think that's actually all right then. Okay. So let's do this big loop that I mentioned. So it was going to be from... Where was it? It was from here. So I need to take in the chemicals through to Cardiff and then over to Taunton. So from Taunton, bear in mind I haven't even got a station there. This is going to go like this. So over the river, we'll bring it up to there, and then over to Cardiff, and then round, and then as straight as I can over to here. And that's going to be 1 and 2. And then it is go here, max out on the nitrates, wait until full, go there, drop them off, pick up as many cars as you can of medicine, but don't wait, go back over to Cardiff, then clear the car, and then it goes back over to the sheep farm, and it basically does a full loop, which is fine. That does mean obviously buying out the chemical plant and indeed the hospital. So let's see if we can get that. Looks like George has put a cheeky bid in there. So obviously this has not made any money, so the AI is not aware really of its potential. So let's see if I maybe double track a little bit. And the hospital. So we've got the hospital, which is good. And I do want to upgrade that station terminal. That's good. And put on my own stock. And it looks like we've got the hospital as well. Excellent. Eventually Taunton will grow up, as it were. I'm going to edit that to have more passengers and mail. It will eventually grow up, so it will be transporting, let's say, yeah, passengers and mail. So we'll have to do that. Right, over here then, we can see we've got 8 food. So food needs to be delivered. So the food can go over to Liverpool. So we will do a double track. Like that. And do something like this. And like this. And then we'll have another train going there. Max out on beef. Close that, go there, clear the car and come back. What other industries are around that I might be able to exploit? Ah, wait, actually, that's what we can do. Right, let's buy out the steel mill. Yeah, let's buy out this steel mill. And let's see if I can bring steel over here. Because I might be able to make an arms factory in Manchester, and then I can bring back the steel. Yeah, that'll be pretty good, actually. George Hudson's bidding on that, and get some of my own stock. Liverpool is going to Metropolis now. I'm going to have to mess around with this track here a little bit. like that. It's not ideal, but it'll do. So from here, we'll bring this up over to the Wrexham Coal Company. So coal, max that out, go there, clear the car. So that's just going back and forward there. However, this one, this is going to bring back, it's going to bring back some steel, and the game's going to shout at me to say, following goods are being picked up but not delivered. I'll say, yes, that's fine. However, we can build, where is it? War Factory. So the War Factory requires steel. Once we've got steel, once we've got that going, should I say, we can then deliver that to... Ah, Birmingham is wanting that. Excellent. Okay. So this is a bit of a explosion in a girder factory around here. But what I'll do is I'll bring this across and round. And maybe to here. Actually, it's probably best if I double track from Birmingham. And then build onto the other side like that. And then we'll have another one, which is going to be basically munitions. Don't wait until full. You're totally fine. Go there, clear, and then that'll do, to be honest. Right, cheeky bids on things. Menu my stock. Speaking of stock, we are valued at 10,000 generic units of currency. The next highest is... Oh, it's actually almost a tie between George, Jim, and the other George, George 2. So George Stevenson on 4.4 million. Next is the 060DX goods. Jim Hill on 4.2 million, and then George Hudson on 3.9. They've actually just went under, which is curious. So, increase speed and tight turns. We will try and get that. It's always best to jump on it. You can see a lot of these things, these areas have grown in size now. I wonder if Taunton has. Looks like it has not. Let's get some more freight. In fact, I'm going to probably get myself some upgrades. I don't know, is there any reason to go over there? Yes, actually there is. What I can do is from here go over to... it's going to be a bit of a nightmare, actually. Maybe to double track to there. Then come off that. And then connect up to that. A lot of that's obviously underground. But that's alright. So we'll get the textile mill. And these guys are really wanting it. I don't know why. Maybe they've just got spare cash. And we have the textile mill. So, again, another round trip. So it's going to be from here. Take all of the wool. Go there. Take all of the clothing. Go there. And drop it off. Okay. And eventually, London Note will grow in size. Let's get that to a terminal. And let's... do I want to upgrade that? It's currently that. I'm going to wait for the next one, then upgrade all of the passenger locos. Let's start... who's next to us? Who's the nearest? It is Jim Hill. Let's start buying out Jim's stock, because if I can buy out Jim and liquidate him, then that means I'm allowed to go there as part of the challenge. Remember, we can only go to areas where the AI isn't. So, Lincoln is now a no-go. Peterborough was a no-go for a long time. Same as down here. I mean, we did very much, and I will happily admit that we did look out being placed where we were, quite away from the AI. So that was good. That was good. I mean, it could have still went horribly wrong if we had an AI rush over to us or anything like that. Or even, this is going to be the money train. Ready? 50 grand a piece. Wow. And to be fair, I could have made it even better if I brought this coal down to the munitions factory. Portsmouth power plant. It is making money, and Jim Hill's going to get it. Well, since I'm going to let Jim buy it because I'm planning on liquidating Jim anyway. not the person himself, their assets. I'm not literally going to put them in a blender. Although, no. How about down here? How are we doing? Taunton. Taunton has grown up. Taunton has grown up. So we're going to change this. So it's going to go to Cardiff. It's going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, sorry. Hang on. How does this work? Clear. So Cardiff Sheep Farms, over to Taunton, then to the Cardiff Terminal, and then rinse and repeat. That's a bit of a problem then. Yeah, because it's going to be a bit of an out of sequence thing. When in doubt, I'll just double track all the way to there. Like I say, because I definitely want to transport the passengers. Yeah, that's not going to work. That'll work. And that works as well. So we'll just from there go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, back and forward. That'll be fine. Buy a bit more of Jim Hill's stock. Jim has actually bought one of my stock. Fair enough. Fair enough. Is anything all the way down here? There normally isn't. Oh wait, there's a Cardiff fishery, and we'd have to take it over to Cheltenham. Yeah, not happening. Oh, pollution, poisoning, good local fish. Well, let's put the nail in that plan. if I had an even loose plan to run all of that, then yeah, that was the end of that. So fair enough. So money is looking good. So we now own all of Jim's stock, and Jim owns 20% of ours actually. So that means that it's going to cost us about 5 million to buy out their business. 422 sterling is now available, a passenger locomotive. So guess what? Everything that is transporting passengers is going to get a lovely upgrade, which is probably going to take the best part of 6 weeks. Oh, I don't know what that's actually carrying. That's carrying beef. That's carrying coal. It's carrying cattle. It's carrying nitrates. It's carrying food. That's coal. Manchester, Birmingham. Oh, that could be munitions actually. I'm pretty sure that's munitions. Sheep, and then the Taunton Bristol, which is that one. There we go. Okay. Anything else? I think I have checked around here, so don't really need to do that. So I don't think I'm going much anywhere else really. 45 miles an hour near Cheltenham Terminal with the 422 Sterling. Lincoln is still not being serviced by anything. The sheep, Peterborough Sheep Farms is still not got nothing going for it there. Now the question is, what do I do with everybody else? Do I start putting bids on their stock? I might as well, because the idea is to buy them out eventually anyway. So let's just keep putting in some bids. I definitely want to buy out, obviously, Jim Hill first. Oh, there we go. Pullman's Palace car patent. 25% passenger delivery bonus. As I'm almost certain we are top for passenger delivery. We want that, and we've got it for quite a cheap price, which is good. I saw that there was struggling a little bit, so I'm going to do a bit more double tracking, like that. Real Newcomer shows Fangs goes on a buying spree. I think that's to buy 20% of other people. Yes, 20% minority stake. Let's just go for goods. Oh, interesting. For passengers, we're only on 46% and mail on 51%. I would not have thought that. I would not have thought that in the slightest. Looks like George Hudson wants to buy the Hitchin stockyard for nearly $250,000. They are very, very much welcome to it. Let's just see the size of London. Quite large. Almost, well, it's about the same as Chelmsford. If we go over to Manchester, the powerhouse. Yeah. Fair enough. You can see we've got a lot of stuff coming in around here. Just realised that all stock's being bought out now. Alright. Wrexham has a textile mill. Not really going to help. Here is working alright. I don't think it's any point in double tracking Cardiff and Llandudno. Oh, it might be. Let's have a check. It's always a bit of a nightmare to double track with bridges. Let's see if I can do it. Let's just make sure that's upgraded, yes. So from there, it's not doing it. It's not connected up. Why is it not connected up? Yeah, why? Seriously, why is it not connected up? Where is the station? There it is there. So that double track there did not do anything. Interesting. Let me delete these sections. And I'll put a track in like that. There we go, that's sort of helped out. Now I'm going to have to go from here to there, but that's going to be problematic. Yep, that's not worked out. See, it's moved that. What I'll have to do then is delete that section, do that. Hang on, that. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen. I wanted it to curve around to here and then, yeah, that way. It did sort of go in, but I don't think it's going to be connected. No, it's not connected. Nah. I'm not going to waste any more time on doing that. In fact, what I'm going to do is get my money back, if I can. Might as well make some money back on that one. There we are. Would have been nice to have that, but alas, it was not to be. Okay, however, what we can do is liquidate Jim Hill. And that opens up another avenue of expansion over to Salisbury. So, once again, passengers mail. That'll do. Come back. And another one. London Chemical Plant. No thanks. Go to Portsmouth. And obviously all these are quite large now. There we go. You can have all that. We'll go for terminals on both of these. Pool is wanting medicine. Baldwin's sandbox patent, plus 25% incline. Traction on inclines. Okay. Well, we'll get that. We might as well. There we go. So from here, the Portsmouth sheep pastures, we can't go over to London. What I can do though, war factories, anything over here? No, not really. So war factory there and a power plant there. Well, we know we can go to the power plant. No, we can't, because George Stevenson is already there. Shame. Okay, what I'll do then... what was over here? Is that the hospital? It is Pool Hospital. Right, I will make a... Not hospital. Textile mill, no. Chemical plant. So the chemical plant will... I'm going to do this. Go from here up to here. And we'll bring all of the chemicals down to here. I'll say then clear and then pick up pick up that. I know it's gonna shout at me, but that's fine. Because then we're gonna connect up that to there. Then from there, I'm gonna come round over to pool. Because then I'm editing that. Because the next part after there is then... Oh, did I place a... I didn't place a terminal, that's why. So over to there, that's fine. And then go to there, and then clear the car. Because then we're delivering stuff to the hospital. 422 Johnston Midland Spinner. I thought it was Sprinter there. It's a mixed cargo type. Looks like pool hospital is being bid on by pretty much everybody. Up to 328,000 at the moment. There we are. Okay. What else have we got that we can expand to? Actually, buying out Jim Hill has not been as fruitful as I would have imagined. Improved quality coal. Plagues local collieries. Not ideal. Yeah. It wasn't ideal. Because we had, well, George Stevenson already in and around this area. So, I guess the next person we could sort of buy out, really, would be George Hudson, actually, on about 7 million. Probably go from Nottingham to Peterborough, then Peterborough, and basically copy what they've done here. Although, truth be told, I think it's pretty much a done deal. Buy, liquidate. Yeah. I mean, we'll go for the full complete, because why not? This comes down. Over here. Spin it round. You can see I'm following the same track bed as they did. So there, and there. And then we're going to have, from here, 3, 2, going back and forward. We'll do a double track. And that's going to go like this. Oh, that's gone bad. Oh, it's worked out there eventually. And same thing on the other side, basically. Actually, I'm going to double track all the way across, all the way along to Norwich. And something like that. So it's going to be from here. Close, go there. That'll do. So the coal, there's a war factory here, and there is a steel mill there. Perfect. So it's going to be from here, get all of the coal, go there, clear it, get all of the steel, go there, get all of the munitions, and then go back to there. Job done. Because it requires that as well. And then we'll buy out the steel mill. And then we'll buy out the war factory. Logging. Can't go over to logging. Can't go over to Ipswich. There is the beef company here. But we can't bring that anywhere. It's local. Okay. Station terminal. And then station terminal. And, I mean, I could maybe look at putting in, like, maybe clothing or something. Is it worth it? Why not? One of the constants of this game, in general, is that the person that keeps on expanding has the advantage. Let's see, it's not a solid rule, like you have to do it. But it does help. Okay. So, from there, max out on wool. Go there. Doesn't matter. Haven't actually bought out the thing. That one. And clothing. Textile mill. Try that again. So it's there. Max out on clothing. Or wool. Go there. Clothing. Should put that one there. Wait until full. Then go there. Then clear. Then we have to get back to here somehow. Cancel. That's going to change things. From here then, I can go up and round like that. That should do it. There's half cost to build bridges. Not for me. Wait until full. Go there. Clear. Clothing. Clear. I'll go there. Then clear. Then it's basically a big loop. I'm not gonna have them get that for that price. 4-4-0 Claude Hamilton, passenger, locomotive, max speed 80. What was I going to do? It was... Ah, yes, it was this loco, I believe. Yes, wait until full on the ore. Because why would I not? So, we basically have... I mean, we'd already won the game a while ago, but we like to get a full complete off this one. Our stock is valued at 57.8 million, so almost about 58. There it is, it's 58 million now. Next is George Stevenson on 10.3 million, and obviously we've already bought out and liquidated both Jim Hill and George Hudson's stock. So, yeah, that's good. All right. Well, it's only a matter of a minute or so before we have enough money to buy out George Stevenson. We need 10.8 million, so it'll be about 11 by the time we get there, which we're already up to 9 anyway for ourselves. The only places we haven't been then, where the AI is, we've got the Ipswich sheep farms, we've got Ipswich itself, we've got Chelmsford, we have London, we have... We have Hitchin. We have the Chelmsford Beef Company. And then further down is the London Colliery. And then finally Hastings at the south there. So, yeah, the expansion when we came around here, which was that Jim Hill, I think? We only got a couple of areas added, really. It wasn't like a massive thing. Buy... liquidate, and there we go. That's been a bit of railroads. Yes, we've got to a lot of places. That was the, I don't know, we didn't even have a name for it, challenge. It wasn't a name. It wasn't a name. It was the previously we did the Don't Stop Following Me challenge, where we could only go to areas where there wasn't an AI. This time, sorry, where there was an AI. This time it was the opposite. We could only go to an area where there wasn't an AI. And admittedly, we did get lucky by starting off in Wrexham. And then from there, obviously, we actually went south very quickly. The idea was to sort of secure our network in both Birmingham and Cheltenham. And actually, I think Bristol as well. But eventually, we obviously went down to Taunton and all the way around there. But yeah, that's been a bit of railroads. We're going to leave it there. Hopefully you have enjoyed this look at the game as well as the challenge. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions, not just for this challenge but also for others, any suggestions, like I say, I would like to hear them. And let me know in the comments. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings. 080 web compound. Very nice.